Hi guys, Akari here writing Pikachu, and I hope you had a wonderful winter break. As you may have known, I spent part of my winter break in Hong Kong. I did a quick vlog then, and I mentioned that I spent a lot of money at Sasa, the local cosmetics store there, and I thought it would be fun to show you what I got from Hong Kong. So let's get straight into it. The first thing I got was this Banila & Co. Makeup remover. It's a cleansing balm. And I actually got this off of a recommendation from my friend Sunshine, Koji. She told me about this balm and how basically it comes with a spatula and you just add a little bit and then you just rub it over your face and it just removes all of your makeup and leaves your skin feeling super refreshed. And it's very reasonable in comparison. I'd previously been using makeup wipes, and I found that even though they did the same job, it was getting quite costly, having to buy a new one every month, whereas Juani told me the Banila & Co. stuff lasts for about 3 months at a time, so I thought this was a lot more cost effective, and I decided to pick it up while I was in Hong Kong. It was about 148 Hongki, which is just under 25 Canadian dollars. The price is about the same here. You can get it either at T&T in Vancouver, or if you go to your local Asian stores, it's about $25 there, 25, 26, so it's definitely worth checking out if you're looking for a kind of makeup remover. I also bought these two Sasatinnie Watery Cleansing Balm and Sasatinnie Melting Cleansing Balm. Basically, these are dupes of the Banila & Co. Cleansing Balm, which I think is a very good value for your money. These ones in comparison were $88, so that's just, that's in Hongki by the way, but that's just less than 15 Canadian, so that's quite a big price difference. And I found that I tried the Watery Cleansing Balm in the store, and I actually really liked it. I think that I might be doing a comparison video later of the Banila & Co., the Sasatinnie, and the e.l.f. Hydrating Melt, which is also the same thing. And yeah, I think I may do a comparison video if you're ever interested, so check that out. But other than that, I think that these two were very reasonable for their money, and I haven't tried the melting one yet, but I'm very excited to try it out. I also bought a couple of concealers. So I have this one over here, which is the Sana Make Essence Eye Concealer, and also the Maybelline Pure Minerals Concealer. Now the Sana one I've actually had my eye on for quite a long time. When I lived in Hong Kong, I went to high school there, I actually wanted to try it out, and I thought that the characters were really cute. As you can see, there's a bear right here. I don't think it has a name or anything, but it's just got these dark under eye circles, which I have found is one of my major skin issues, is that I end up having very dark under eyes, and I often have to use a lot of concealer and a bit of color corrector as well. So I'm excited to try this out and see if it works, but if not, this guy is my go-to, the Maybelline one. This is actually the Japanese Maybelline, so there's the North American one and the Japanese, and they actually release quite different products, I found. So this one, I think they're actually discontinuing the Pure Minerals line quite soon, which is really sad because I really liked the foundation and the concealer from that line, so I decided to just stock up on it just in case by the next time I come back it isn't in stock anymore. So yeah, that's why I got that. Also, going back to the Watery Cleansing Balm, I found that there was a deal going on when I bought it. So they said if I spend, I could get like a special package sort of thing. It was like a present deal. So I ended up getting this guy, the Essence Natural Hand Cream, the Sasatinnie Water Glow Essence Mask, and the Collagen Primer Rejuvenating Oil Skating Gel Mask. Try saying that 5 times fast. So for this one, I'm a bit skeptical about, because with face masks, I prefer to have a more water-based one because I find oils either irritate me or break me out a little bit. Either way, I think this one I probably will re-gift to someone, or maybe not re-gift, but just give to someone, because I have friends who love their face masks, so I'm sure they'll be happy to try it out. I just personally don't like oil masks that much, so yeah. However, I will be trying the Water Glow Essence Mask. I actually really like water face masks for flying, so during flights I find that my skin tends to get quite dull and dry because of the air on an airplane, and I don't trust the tap water on a flight because I found that it's not as sanitary as I would like, so I actually prefer to use a water-based mask just to help hydrate and freshen myself up either middle of a flight or before I land. Although I have found with face masks, do be careful when you're wearing one during the flight, because one time I had my hood up on this flight and I was wearing a face mask and I was half asleep, and the food cart came along and the flight attendant tapped me on the shoulder, and then I think I scared him a little bit when I turned and I was just in this mask, and yeah, I think he got a bit scared. So time that quite carefully and make sure the only person you scare is the person sitting next to you. And if it's a long haul flight, just do it when most people are sleeping so that it doesn't really freak anyone out. So I'm excited to try this one. And the Natural Essence hand cream, I am very excited to try because I actually have eczema on my hands. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a skin condition where the skin underneath tends to get a bit irritated and flakes off a little bit, which I know sounds gross, and I'm sorry that it's TMI, but that is what I have. And I use a cream during the winter months just to treat it, because I find in the summer it gets quite irritated because it's hot and then it gets quite humid, so that's what irritates it even more. So I find that the best way to deal with it is to treat it in the winter time so that the skin heals, and then keep it soft with hand creams so that by the time summer rolls around my hands are normal and I don't have to deal with it. So actually this hand cream came just in time as the winter months are getting quite dry, and I think that I will enjoy it. Now the next thing I bought were from this local Japanese brand called Koji/Dollywink. They're best known for their false eyelashes, and I'll get to that in a minute. They're also known for their eyeliners, which I bought right here. So this one was a limited edition set. It is the Liquid Eyeliner Super Black Cream Eyeshadow set. And this one is the Koji Dollywink eyeliner, liquid eyeliner and mascara set in brown. And I've tried the Dollywink eyeliners before. I really like them. They're really pigmented, they have a really precise application, and they don't budge, and they come off quite easily with makeup remover or warm water. I thought that this was a really good deal for your money. It was 99 honki, so that's just under 16 Canadian. So you get an eyeliner and an eyeshadow. I haven't tried the eyeshadow before, so I'm quite excited to give that a go. And also I got this limited edition set for $109, so that's a little bit more, but you get a mascara and an eyeliner, which I thought was a really good deal. This is in the brown set. I actually prefer to use brown eyeliner during the day for natural makeup, so what I would wear to school and everything. I find that I like liquid eyeliners in brown because you get that precise application of a liquid eyeliner, but then you also get the natural shade of brown, so it's not as harsh as the black. And I've used this one before as well. I find that sometimes it turns a bit more ashy than I would like, but I still think it's a very good eyeliner, and it's really nice for just lining your eyes, just for a quick application. And I have not tried the brown mascara before, so I'm quite excited to try that out. And yeah, I will give a review or something and just think about it. For mascaras, I also bought the Heroine mascara and mascara remover. I actually bought a lot of sets because that's really good bang for your buck, I find. And Heroine is the other Japanese brand that's quite well known. I've tried their eyeliner before and it's the same as the Dollywink one. It's a bit cheaper, so I quite like it, but I find that they have a brush applicator versus the felt tip pen, which I generally prefer. But I also have tried their mascara remover and I really like it. Basically, it's like you apply the remover like a mascara just over your makeup, and then you wait a minute and wipe it off, and it takes off your makeup, particularly the mascara, especially even if it's waterproof. It does a really good job on that. I have found sometimes with makeup wipes, it doesn't always get rid of my makeup, so I use this to finish the job off, and it does fine. It's also great if you don't want to do a full face of makeup, you just want to apply some mascara, and then at the end of the day when you want to take it off but you don't want to use makeup remover, this is great to save time. I haven't tried the mascara itself before. This is the Super Waterproof in black, so I'm quite excited to try that out, and I'll let you guys know how that goes. I also bought some false eyelashes. I don't normally use false eyelashes unless I'm doing cosplay. As I've mentioned before, Dollywink does their own brand of eyelashes, but I find that they are a bit too dramatic for me, and also most eyelashes, the band is actually quite long and I don't always remember to trim it before I use them. So then oftentimes when I'm gluing it on, I'll just have this extra bit of eyelash just sticking out over there, and it'll be flapping about in the wind, and it's just very distracting. It's a pain to fix in post, which is why I got these ones, which are number 5, and they are demi lashes, so no matter what I do, it will always be shorter than my actual eye, so that means I can just stick it on wherever, and then it gives me that drama without the drama of having to apply and trim a full fake lash. So yeah, I haven't tried the BN Cosmetics before. I've seen a bunch of their things around, but I'm excited to give it a go. And you'll probably see some of these in photos. Maybe I'll do a video just explaining how cosplay makeup works. Yeah, if you'd like to see that, just let me know in the comments. And I also bought some eyelash glue to go with this. This is the Koji Dollywink eyelash fix, and this is the standard. This one I've used in the past whenever I do use false lashes. It's one of my favorites. I really like how it applies, and it doesn't give you that latex feeling. It applies on quite nicely and comes off very nicely. You don't have that gunk left over, which I find can be a really big pain to clean. And also this stuff, it applies white so you see what you're doing, but it dries to relatively opaque to clear, so you can cover it with eyeliner. And there is a clear version, but I find it's not as adhesive as the standard one. So I really like using this, and I decided to pick up another one because I was running low. And yeah, I feel like because I got eyelash glue now, I have to demonstrate how false eyelashes work. So I'll probably do a basic cosplay makeup tutorial in the future, so just watch this space. And then I also got this Liese Creamy Bubble color in Natural Mocha. This is a temporary hair dye. I have dyed my hair for about 6 to 7 years now. I've found that I have naturally very black hair and I like growing it long, so sometimes when I get out of the shower I found that I would sometimes look like the girl from The Grudge, which is not a fun look. So I usually also just like having a lighter shade of brown for my hair color. I just prefer it. I think it looks nice on me, or at least just not jet black. I recently did my hair in the same brand but in the shade Rose Tea Brown, which I also really like, but it's harder to find. This is Natural Mocha, so it's more brownie toned, and I find that the application of this dye is actually really fun. A lot of YouTubers have said stuff about it, but basically you combine the ingredients together and it becomes this foam, and you run the foam through your hair and you just like lather it out like you're washing your hair, and wait 30 minutes, and then it comes out with a really nice natural looking finish. And I found that it also doesn't damage your hair too much either. I don't bleach my hair, but I find that it still gives really good color payoff. Most of the damage from my hair is because I use really harsh styling products, or I let my hair grow out naturally without cutting it, so then often I get really dry split ends. But this stuff doesn't do too much damage and it lasts a really long time too. Most of the time the color doesn't fade. The only reason I re-dye is because my roots start to show, which I know is probably bad to keep dyeing it, but I only do it once every 3 to 6 months, and I really like the finish of it. Last but not least, I mentioned this in my vlog, but I got a MENtholatum Cool Aqua men's lip balm, and I got this, well, clearly because there is Darth Vader on it, and who doesn't want a Star Wars themed lip balm? Confession time, I also have a really bad habit of using lip balm and then forgetting where I put it, because they're tiny and then they just roll everywhere because of the cylindrical shape, and I have lost many lip balms and it's really sad. And while I was in Hong Kong, I did not have a lip balm and my lips got really chapped, and I was just, I just still couldn't find it. And then I found this guy and I was like, okay, I need this. So yeah, I I definitely think this was my favorite purchase. And yeah, that is everything I got from Hong Kong. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And I do cosplay, dance, and beauty related stuff. If you like what I do, please subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!